Hello USG, welcome back to the channel. It's been a while, guys. It's been a whirlwind, and I am handheld, so I apologize for the shakiness. I apologize for everything up front. It is the ending of March, and it's been a while since I've even picked up the phone to record a video for you guys. And hopefully this is not all over the place. You are literally seeing everything down towards the basement. And I'm showing you, what I consider my girl room, my girl space, and the mess that I got going on right here. And yeah, well, hopefully, if you haven't seen the video, because I am a hella behind on editing. Anywho's, moving along. I'm here to show you guys the ups and downs, the mistakes, the unalives, the everything that the seedlings have been going through. So right now you guys see them covered, and this is actually doing two things. It's giving them insulation, heat from not only the heat mat, from the lights and all of that, but it's also covering them from my cat. Because she was the first downfall to my seedlings. She was eating my seedlings. I almost put her out as much as I love her. But this was my husband's invention, and bless his heart, because this actually helped out my seedlings. But this is pretty much some bubble tape. This is pretty much some bubble packing, very translucent from both sides. And I was getting this from packaging that I was ordering, a whole other hobby of mine's, and it was coming in my packagings. And he was like, we can use this to cover them up so that autumn doesn't get into your seedlings, and it actually ended up helping them. So I'm going to take this off, and then I'm going to show you the progress and also some downfall that I've been having with my seedlings. All right, so now that I've done made a mess and taking everything off, we are here with a silence with my peppers and my eggplants. And these guys were immaculate. They were beautiful. And then we had a life event, and unfortunately they took a downhill. Fault of my own. And yeah, I was saddened. Now, most of them have made a recovery, and very happy. This one, the Keystone, you can see it has purple leaves. That could be either too much watering, needs more vitamins, too much vitamins. I don't know. I could up pot them. I can start taking them out and inside of the house. We are in the ending of March, and our last frost date is April 5th. Crossing my fingers, I think in the next 10-day forecast, it looks pretty good. I'm not saying that anything's going to be planted outside. My peppers, I usually don't plant outside till Mother's Day, which is about another month and change for me. They will make it. I'm not concerned. If anything, I can up pot them again. They have already been up potted. So I'm not concerned. The only thing is that obviously I lost some. The reason why was because they were not watered. That's the problem. Now these, I'm probably going to end up starting them again. It's late for my season to start peppers, because these were started January 31st. So yes, it is late in my season to start peppers. Now, as you can tell in this one, it's sprouting on the side. So it wants to live. And I'm fine with that. I continue to water them. As you can see, even in this one right here, look at that. You have a leaf coming out through there, over here as well. So I'm not concerned, but also at the same time, it looks like it's rotting here at the bottom. So I'm going to leave them and see what happens. It looks like they're probably just too wet right now. Because what happened was that I freaked out, and when I saw them dry out, I did overwater them. So it's a fault of my own. So I maybe might lose some of them. Hopefully not. I have a lot of yellowing. Like you saw here, this is purpling. So I had a problem of underwatering. Now I have a problem of overwatering. So I'm just hoping and praying right now that they can overcome this situation. Coming down here to the tomatoes, you can see some purpling in the leaves. Right now they are dry, so they need water. Some of them are dry, some of them are wet. So I'm having a rough time. They started off strong, so I don't know. But the tomatoes are in a better situation than what the peppers are, because the tomatoes, once we get over the frost, which is April 5th, according to Google, I'm going to call her Amazon so I don't trigger her. Last frost in Bronx, New York is April 5th. I can start hardening them off, and maybe hopefully in the next 2 weeks I can get them outside. If I can't, then I will pot these up into red solo cups. They've already been potted up. Now these guys were started March 3rd. I have the date down here. They were started March 3rd, because this is another tray. I have 3 trays, 3 10 by 20 trays. They were started March 3rd, so they are not even a month old, and this is how big they are. Tomatoes are vigorous growers. I question myself if I should have even started them when I started them. In my calendar, I had them to start them on the 10th. I started them a week earlier than what I anticipated to start them. And now I'm actually kicking myself in the butt. I feel that I got ahead of myself. The only reason why I did that was because I felt that I had a little too much stuff on my calendar, and I said, let me start them now, because if not, I probably won't be able to start them when I had the date to start them. But it is what it is. We are where we are at, and now we have to deal with the situations that we have. I mean, it's not a bad situation to be in, but it is what it is. I'm not too worried about the purpling. I'll figure it out. I've been in worse situations. I mean, last year was the worst of the worst, where I ended up putting them out, and I'm going to talk about the bird. I had totally decapitated tomatoes, and I had to restart all over in what I thought was going to be the best tomato season of my life, and it ended up being okay. So I'll figure it out. Here in the front, I have my onions. These things are thriving. And these, look at this, I have a tomato leaf like right here. And these things are thriving. This one is the white sweet Spanish onion, which is the one that I actually probably wanted. They have white fuzzies on them, so hopefully they'll make it. I think I'm supposed to be planting these outside, like probably now. I've never had onions look this decent. I did give them a haircut once, and we'll see. I have to go on YouTube and look at videos. I have, but I still feel stupid once it comes to that. This one here, these sad stragglers is a red Geneva, and there's just a few. I don't care. I'll put them out there and see. I don't mind. I also have some down here. And these are the only flowers. I planted so many flowers, and the perennial ones at least, and they just did not make it, and it was by fault of my own. This is something else. We got into house plants, and yeah, that's too many hobbies at the same time. That's what's happening. This one here, these are leeks. We'll see. I've never grown leeks. And this one is scallions, also same thing. So we'll see what happens. What is this one? This one is onion red burgundy. So I have some, red onions. These are chives. So these I actually have outside already from like 3 years ago, and they're doing amazing. So the only flowers that actually made it, this one is not looking too hot, but this is the hibiscus. That's the green twister back there. I have more lavender, so that's exciting. Eucalyptus, oh my god, yes, one of the eucalyptus, no, 2 eucalyptus made it, baby blue and silver dollar. So that was the 2 that I had planted. I have a rosemary. Oh my god, one rosemary made it. Hopefully it makes it outside. Let me see. Hopefully you guys are still in frame, because I'm like kneeling on the floor. We have all 3 of the dragon fruits back there are still alive. We have a Rudbeckia cherry brandy, which is this one right here, looking marvelous. And then another lavender over here. So I have 2 lavenders. Everything else did not make it, and that was also, like I said, fault of my own. This is a house plant that we're just messing with house plants currently. And this is pretty much what's happening here. But like I said, everything is alive. If you want to say barely, you can say barely, but I'm maintaining it. I have to do better, yes. And a sweet potato, I don't know what I'm doing with it. I've tried it before, where I've put it in water years ago, and I got it to give me, what is it, the vine, the sprout, whatever, and then put that into water so I could get the roots. But I was always late and never got anything out of it. This time I wanted to try putting it in soil, but I think you have to put it on the heat mat, and I just haven't done that. I haven't put it on a heat mat. I just have it here with wet soil. So, we'll see. If anything happens, happens. If it doesn't, then I just kind of wasted a sweet potato. And that's the Korean type. That's the one that I like. I like the other type, the orange one, or whatever flush you want to call it, for the one you want to use for Thanksgiving. But for like an everyday kind of thing, I prefer this one. And I like it bake. So if I can get that to shoot up and grow, perfect. And I got my stuff here, stuff that I have to direct sow, or I will prefer to direct sow. And it's time to plant flowers here. So I'm barely managing all of this because we had personal matters, in the family. A lot of personal matters in the family between my mom and my daughter's girlfriend, kept me away from the house, for a long time. And then, we're trying, to do other stuff behind the scenes. So, and then we pick up other hobbies, look at all those house plants, and then we got the garden. Oh my God, I need to figure that out too. So it's just a lot of things behind the scenes, a lot of things that have gotten abandoned, and we have to pick things up. But this can't get abandoned. I have to figure all this stuff out. But this gets into the garden, you best believe, y'all know I make a comeback. Y'all know I make a comeback. And I'll leave it on God to know that I'll make a comeback and I will be blessed. We all will be blessed with abundance. But I wanted to give you guys an update on where everything is at. I will be starting flowers. I have to move these definitely because they are touching the light. I think this level is too low, so I'll probably have to move them to the bottom. And yeah, so I have to start the flowers. All the flowers that I'll probably be starting is definitely dahlias. I don't start dahlias from tubers anymore because the tubers are way too expensive and it's not worth my while or my time to be digging up tubers and storing them and all of that. So I mean, even though they're beautiful, they're precious, and I would love to do it that way, it's just not worth my while. So I do dahlias from tubers, and it's just, for me, it's more fun that way because it's a surprise to see what it is that you're going to get. So it will be dahlias, definitely marigolds because your tomatoes need the marigolds. I'll probably do more lavender. I'm probably late on it, but I mean, I started all of these perennials without stratification. So I'll give it a go. And they came up really, really quickly. I'm going to start again the artichokes because my artichokes, you know, with the bullet, and I will like artichokes. And a lot of stuff that I started beforehand that were perennials, I will start again. And then who knows what other flowers I will start. I don't know if I'm going to do calendula, but I'll probably do it. And a lot of other stuff. I'll probably make a video just letting you guys know the flowers that I'll start. Doesn't mean that they all make it to the garden, but I'll let you know what I'm starting, and then we'll see what makes it to the garden because that would be a whole other process. And the garlic, FYI, is doing phenomenal. I don't know if every single garlic clove came up, but there's a lot of garlic out there. I can't wait to give you guys just the first of raw garden tour of what's out there before any of this gets planted out there. So you guys are just going to have to stay tuned. It's going to be an exciting and hopefully productive garden season of 2025, not only for me, but for all of you guys watching and then some, because we're going to speak that to existence because God is good. As always, guys, comment, like, share, and subscribe, and we will see you guys on the next video. Bye for now.